2270, so 200 years later, your base keeps discoveries in 2256. $2270, 2256. So this is after this. You have Starfleet, which jumps you right into 2409. That's where your journey starts. Then you can go Cleon, which doesn't give you a star date. Romulan, which also doesn't give you a star date. Formed by the exclusive founders in the Gamma Quadrant, the Dominion is the tightly knit association of many species. The shapeshifter founders come and go as they please. Home will carefully hidden from star charts and located somewhere deep in the Gamma Quadrant, while the Carnivorta Act has administration in the absence. As a generally engineered Gen Hada soldier, you will fight outside threats and keep watch over the member walls of the Dominion. You know, we're going Cleon. That's the Cleon Discovery version. Humanoid warrior species from the planet Kronos. Cleons are a proud species that value tradition, honor, and strength. This entity represents the racial bloodlines of the ruling council of the Homo during the 23rd century. We're both the same? No, this was 25th, this is 23rd. So we're going 23rd century. But, of course, you got the Gorn, the Lithian, the Nitrogen, Orion, and Alien. Well, in this area. Actually, Wolf was not a science officer, tactical, or engineer. He was actually a security officer.
Arrangements are being made for your arrival now. Come see me in the prison complex on Kronos to hand off the Federation prisoner being held. Kagan will make an excellent first officer for your ship. There is
Congratulations, warrior.
The prisoner has been received and muzzled. Typical human, in love with the sound of his own voice. Oh.
There he is. The hero that brought us a Federation prisoner. The warrior who saved the Segpa. The rightful heir of a starship by right of personal combat. You have done well to start your career. I will be keeping an eye on you and your progress.
Kaplat translated is an honor to command a ship under your leadership.
Now, before you go flying off to find your adventure, there is the matter of your duties as a captain in the Klingon Defense Force. First off, there is the matter of Lieutenant Doran's husband, her Parmach. It is your duty to inform him of her death, as you are now her superior officer, even in death.
Locate Chakrin Pakmak of Dorhan and deliver to him the news of his Parmach's honorable death.
We will find Chagrin, Doran's Parmach, working at the exchange.
Qapla', what do you require from Klingon Temporal? I am Lieutenant Quan of Klingon Temporal Intelligence. Starfleet has their own temporal division, and so it was decided that the Klingon Defense Force devote a portion of its efforts to monitoring the time stream. Although we've been forced to spend much of our time over the past few years cleaning up the mess left behind by the House of Bavat, we deal with all past and future threats against the Empire. I am authorized to discuss with you matters dealing with time travel or any visits you may have had from visitors who claim to be from another time.
Greetings! I am Farm, a fully certified banker and financial investor. What can Chagrin? Oh, right! He's one of the maintenance engineers. Make sure the exchange computers are up and running. Last I knew, he was running diagnostics in the warehouse, located in the back of the exchange. One more thing. As a first-time visitor to this exchange, you qualified for a free sample of our fine merchandise. You won't find better quality anywhere on Kronos, Warrior. And if you like it, feel free to come back. Like the Grand Nagus always says, the only thing better than a first-time customer is a repeat customer.
profession, open your inventory and double-click it to equip it. With a kit equipped, abilities are added to your action bar that you can perform in ground combat. When you enter a mission, you may be asked to choose which officers to bring with you. Your choices for your away team will grow as you recruit more bridge officers.
Nausicaan smugglers. They must have known I was all alone in here. Ambushed me. They're pirates, robbing the exchange. Someone must stop them. I'm too injured to...
signature.
fight well. You've given me time to recover my strength. Now I must find Mazarok and put an end to that miserable Takek's treachery!
Then tell them, Sugrin. Who am I?
Mazarok! You're nothing but a smuggling Yintach!
No. Wrong
wrong as always. I'm the one who's going to kill you. A real warrior never lets his prey escape. You dare to challenge a warrior of the Empire?
Enemy target on center. Viking down architecture.
You said you had something to tell me. I understand. She was a true warrior. Tell me, exactly how did she die? It is good you were able to avenge her death, but she failed. I will not have Doran denied entrance to Stovokor because she died at the hands of a traitor. If you would have me, I would join your crew and fight by your side in her name. My talents as an engineer are wasted here in these warehouses. Let me battle worthy foes! You will be a captain worthy of my service. We are being
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
prison war. Something I should know about.
That prisoner you dropped off escaped. Meanwhile, the Nausicaan made his way into the cell block and shorted out the force field controls. Cameras caught him equipping our Federation prisoner with a holo. This isn't the first time we've captured this prisoner. You're the only warrior who's managed to get him as far as Kronos. Your previous success has been noted, and so you are to track down this fugitive and return him once more. Get to it! Security cameras caught the trio heading north before they were lost in the crowd. You are to search there for any witnesses that may lead us to their hiding location. I don't care what this prisoner knows. He's been more trouble than his value to intelligence. If he happens to die during capture, there will not be any...
I think I know where we can start looking for the criminals. The Chamber of Judgment is nearby, close to the Lake of Fire. An old judge I know likes to sit near the lake between trials. He might have seen something, and he's no friend to criminals. If he saw them, he will be happy to bring them to justice. The Lake of Fire is just outside of the exchange. With luck, the judge will be there.
If you come to try and curry my favor in the courtroom, you're wasting your time and risking my wrath. Curious. I did see such a trio recently, but thought little of it. On reflection, the human was garbed in a heavy cloak, perhaps to conceal his prison uniform. Indeed, they headed north, then west. They may have sought one of the tailors there to acquire new clothes to disguise themselves.
Stranger with the Orion and Nausicaan? Yes, they were just here. They made a quick purchase and then made their way to the bar to the west. Speaking of new clothes, I could outfit you and your crew in the latest in Klingon fashion for the right...
Tom is a tailor, and you can visit him at any time to alter the appearance of your character and your bridge officers.
What can I get you? Ah, yes, them. They asked about another Orion, a fixer named Garrod, then headed downstairs. Syndicate business, I'm guessing. Anyway, their business, not mine.
stranger, an Orion, and a Nausicaan. Reminds me of a joke I heard once. Then again, perhaps this isn't the time for such things. You know, I did see such a group. They went into the back room.
Choose officers to join you for this mission. As you gain more officers, you will be able
We should
to
check
choose
them.
between them when you
See
hit
where our
missions.
quarry went.
When you choose an officer, it will join you for the whole mission. They can be replaced on later missions.
That is a suspiciously new console for an old building.
Enemy target on center.
Like the spies have set incendiary devices to cover their tracks. We should disable these in case they are set to ignite later. Let's resume our search for the human criminal. That room in the back looks like a good place to start. You're too late. You may have defused the bombs, but your quarry is long gone.
Probably trained to withstand torture. We're not going to get anywhere with this one.
KDF security is on their way. They can take this Bachtag to the infirmary. According to the logs, the last transport was to the shipyard in orbit above Kronos. If we don't hurry, our prisoner could easily secure passage out of the system. We need to make our way to the transporter pad to beam to the shipyard, Captain. Head west from the courtyard and down the stairs to the tailor.
Step onto the transporter pad and instruct the transporters to beam you to the shipyard. The transporter here can take you to the shipyard, the Klingon Academy, or directly back to your ship in orbit. The shipyard, where you can purchase new ships when you achieve the appropriate rank, as well as customize an
You interested in buying a slightly used ship? Oh, yes, just minutes ago. I sold him a shuttle. He seemed in a rush to leave. Didn't think anything of it. I assume he's wanted by the KDF? Lucky for you. I kept a copy of the transponder code of the shuttle he just bought. And in fact, since you're going after such a dangerous fugitive, let me throw in this technical manual. The spec should help your tactical officer to be able to eke some better performance out of your ship.
Captain, we found the transponder signal. Standing by to beam you aboard and begin pursuit.
I'm disappointed he was able to get off Kronos, but not surprised. He's a slippery one. Do what you need to do to bring him back. You have his warp trail, so I begin with that.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You have just earned your first skill points. Click here to learn more.
You need to get to Boreth and recapture that prisoner. What do you...
From the heart of Kronos to the frozen wastes of Rurapenthe, Klingons have built an empire that values strength, honor, and skill in combat. To be Klingon is to be a warrior. Fight well, live with honor, die with a blade in your hand. If you can do these things, you will live forever in the stories and songs of the Empire.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation war, brave captains from both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction. Each death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the Quadrant.
Captain, the warp trail ends here. What are your orders? Opening hailing frequencies. If he's out there, he'll hear it.
Captain, I recommend modifying the navigational beacons in this system to amplify our efforts in locating the prisoner. Beacon modified. Nothing yet. We should modify another beacon. Got him! Establishing a communication link now.
I am impressed. I thought Doran was the right choice for command, but apparently even I can be wrong. The KDF will do well with you in their ranks. You have the tenacity of a rabid targ. As much as I might deserve to rot in a Klingon jail cell and be interrogated to within an inch of my life on a daily basis, I have unfinished business. It's time I was going. I don't doubt that you would. However, I always have an escape plan. I've planted a tiny subroutine in all Starfleet computers. If any vessel arrives in the Boreth system, their sensors will pick up distress beacons from dozens of destroyed Starfleet starships. In addition, when we started this conversation, I sent out a few false maydays from these phantom vessels. Ships are already responding. You've proven yourself to be a skilled warrior already, so I'm sure you know that Kahless said it was acceptable to lose a battle to save an empire, or a ship. I suggest you leave before Starfleet arrives.
Captain, you're being hailed by one of the Starfleet vessels.
Klingon bird of prey, power down your weapons and shields, and prepare to be boarded. Our sensors are detecting several Federation distress beacons in this area. This trap is obviously your handiwork. Surrender now, or we will be forced to open fire. The beacons are as plain as... curious. They are no longer transmitting. Engineering, run a level 3 diagnostic on the sensors. I extend my apologies. We did not intend to violate Klingon space. We will be leaving now, if you will allow it. Rest assured that whomever tricked us here will be found and punished. On that, you have my word as a Starfleet officer.
Ready to leave the system on your command. It is unfortunate that the prisoner has eluded your search. That said, you did uncover a Federation spy nest in the heart of First City. We've deciphered their infiltration techniques and are cracking down on their spy network within the Empire. One of my prison guards was impressed with your tenacity and asked to be reassigned to your crew. You would be wise to accept it.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent, but there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to... There is work to do.
Observation, yes. All capacity. Let's see what we got here for this stuff. So, equip that. Equip that. Let's equip that as well. Equip. And equip. Ground skills. Endurance training.
This is Warden Katak of the Rura Penthe Penal Colony. You do not have authorization to land. Turn back now. Any attempt to violate our security perimeter will be met with force.
Our authorization comes from Chancellor Jimpak himself. It is unwise to stand in the way of his representatives. Unless, of course, you'd like to become a resident of your own prison.
My apologies, Kalekanesh. I am honored to meet you. What do representatives of the High Council seek at Rura Penthe? There are no Federation corps on Rura Penthe. Are you aware enemies of the Empire should be killed, not fed and coddled like infants?
It appears the spy is as good at getting into prisons as he is at escaping them. Check your sensor logs, Warden. He is here, somewhere.
Our security logs are checked every quarter hour as per regulations. There have been no transfers in or out of the colony within the last day. Only 2 ships have entered the system today. Yours and a Klingon shuttle. The shuttle left the system hours ago. You are still here.
Your arrogance is tiresome, Warden. Produce your sensor logs at once.
Our logs clearly indicate the shuttle left the system hours ago. There have been no transfers. All prisoners in this colony are either accounted for or dead. Your trail has gone cold.
Ready to beam down on your command, Captain.
Halt! Where do you think you are going? You may have crossed the magnetic shield, but your visit is unannounced, and you will follow protocol. No one simply wanders around this prison. I will escort you. You will follow me. Warden, the visitors are here.
I can see them, Rogas!
Your presence here is unnecessary. The only Federation citizens on Rura Pendry are frozen into the ice. But don't let me dissuade you from your manhunt. My guards will stay where they are. If there was a breach, it would have tripped the alarms. Our security system is quite advanced. This is a prison, after all. But please, examine the security system for yourself. If you refuse to accept the word of the prison's warden, that is. You dare to question the honor of a warrior of the House of Torg? You may be representatives of Jempak, but you'll taste my gold. See for yourself. You'll only... Follow me to the general holding area. Take one of the jackal mastiffs with you to sniff out treachery.
Interrogate the prisoners, Captain. One of them may have spotted the fugitive.
Human. They come from Earth, right?
lunkheads kick humans out on the ice for laughs.
You gotta get me out of here. I'm innocent.
I have not seen a human here.
I don't know anything about any humans. Just leave me be.
I believe someone is following you, Captain. Turn around.
None of these prisoners will help you. They can sense danger far better than you can. And they know the risks of getting involved in a fight that's not theirs.
Because I'm not a Batak like the Warden and his cousin. Have you asked yourself, why would a human come to Rura Penthe? The human is here to extract a prisoner. There are no other alternatives. If he was coming to kill someone, then he's a Koch. All he needed to do was wait. Everyone sent to this hole dies. Most are dead within a year. Are you questioning my honor? If you think you're safe because you hold a weapon, you're mistaken. The only thing standing between you and a cold someday I'll teach you a lesson for testing my resolve. The human is here, but it is a complicated situation. You must do exactly as I say. We are surrounded by enemies, and you will need my help to survive. The only crime I've committed was thinking there could be peace between the great houses. And all you need to know is that I am a Klingon warrior with the information you need. Follow me, and I will take you to the one the prisoners call the Worm. The Worm is over by the mine entrance.
There you are. I was wondering if I'd lost you.
Don't try to play coy with us. You have the subterfuge skills of a wounded tar. Did you think no one here would notice a new prisoner? Or that no one would notice when you tampered with the air exchangers?
I see you've found a new friend. Look, if I had the time to explain, I would. But I'm on a tight schedule, and you took your time getting here. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to ask your new friend. I need to be going.
Follow him! He's running for the surface! to stop him! The worm has slithered to the surface. We need to stop him before he can reach the edge of the magnetic shield. I promise that I'll explain everything once we track him down. The human is trying to cross the ice. We need to hurry before he gets outside the magnetic shield. In that case, we don't have any time to waste. It will be difficult to track his movements in this flurry. Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more. They travel in packs.
How can they survive on the surface?
They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners.
Kemtar, you said you would explain why you were thrown into Rura Penthe.
I am a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason.
How can there be peace? We are at war!
You've clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorkon. Let me ask you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another?
Honor must be upheld.
The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats. There he is!
Impressive. Your determination is commendable. There's more at stake here than dealing with a lone human on a mission of mercy. In fact, our intelligence says you have very little time left to act. Our friend here discovered that one of the great houses is plotting against the Empire. He's correct, but his curiosity cost him. Now you and Kemtar, will both have a chance for glory. Kemtar, your father still has friends in the Federation. They believe he's in great danger. I recommend a trip to the Vor system. There you'll find out just how big of a mess you're in, and find the proof that Worf will...
I don't. He and I have never met. But as I told you, the story is complicated. What you need to know is that he speaks the truth. There is a plot against the Empire, and it is not the Federation's doing. Our true enemies are closer than we realize. If we want to protect our people, we must go to the Vor system and see what is there.
I don't care if you trust me. Kemtar, tell your father that
The only... You're a miserable Karut! Not only have you broken penal colony protocol, but you've meddled in the affairs of House Torg. I don't care if Kemtar is innocent. We were paid a great deal of latinum to keep this piece of Baktak locked up. He's not leaving here, and neither are you.
That's my cue to exit. Good luck.
If Robaz could find us, we can expect more guards soon. You must have a ship in orbit. We should beam up as soon as possible and discuss what has happened.
We read you, Captain. What are your orders? We can't get a lock on your position, Captain. You must still be within range of the magnetic field. We will bring the ship down to the surface to pick you up, Captain.
If we head for higher ground, it will be easier for your ship to locate us.
Mission objective waypoints will show up as circles on the map.
Look up ahead. The Warden and the guards are approaching.
You dishonorable dog! When the High Council hears what Jempak's representatives have done, enough to keep us warm long after you're dead. We get paid whether Kemtar lives or dies. So before what am I forgetting, Tosha?
Dishonorable fools! I trust you're ready to leave this freezing, miserable place, Captain. In many ways, I think Rurapente is worse than Grathor itself.
Drake said we should go to the Vor system. What would we possibly find there? Whatever is there, it is a threat to the Klingon Empire. We must find evidence.
Transporter room is standing by, Captain. We're ready to bring you aboard.
Your report on Warden Kratak and the prison riot was disturbing. I have transferred many prisoners to Urapenthe, and this is the first I've heard of corruption. As you know, the Empire does not tolerate fraud or dishonesty. I accept your resolution to the matter, but I am displeased that you did not apprehend Drake. The fact you freed Kimtar also requires scrutiny. If Kimtar were not Ambassador Worf's son, I would demand that you return him to First City at once. However, if you believe there's evidence of further corruption, you have my authorization to pursue this matter discreetly.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
During my time as ambassador, I uncovered evidence that one of the great houses has been corrupted by a foreign influence and is plotting against the Empire. I was thrown into Urapenthe as punishment for digging too close to the truth. The fugitive Drake suggested that we travel to the Vor system. We hope to find evidence that will prove there is an internal threat to the Empire.
Okay guys, I'm going to end the stream here for the night and post this video so that way you guys can get started getting caught up with what I do. For right now, I'm going to be heading to bed. So guys, I hope you do enjoy this video if you're watching on YouTube, so I can make more of them. Also, please follow me on Twitch. I do stream 11 p.m. Eastern to whenever, usually Sunday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday I stream from the time I usually wake up to the time I go to bed, so just keep an eye out for those. If you're following me, you'll get notifications. If you're on my Discord, you'll get notifications if you want to follow me and keep up with what I do. Also, I do have a 5M server. I've been posting videos of that every now and then, also on my YouTube channel, so keep an eye out for those if you're interested in learning more about GTA 5M. Okay? Have a wonderful night.